First up this evening, tears, hugs, and conversation. That's what was shared tonight at a candlelight vigil in Vancouver, where a community is trying to heal after a triple shooting inside of a senior housing apartment building. That violence leaving one man dead and two women hurt. Let's get to our Fox 12's Tyler Dumont, who's live in Vancouver, explaining how tonight's vigil is honoring those victims. Tyler?
Well, Bonnie, a small memorial now sits next to the sign here outside Smith Tower. Earlier tonight, people who live here filled this entire sidewalk, coming together as they try to cope with this tragedy. If it's true conversation can help mend an aching heart, tonight the tenants of Smith Tower started to feel just a little bit better.
We needed this. It's part of the healing process.
A community-organized candlelight vigil along the tower's front sidewalk brought out dozens of residents for a moment to mourn together. Volunteer grief counselors and area chaplains offered words of hope and support.
This is healing for me, and I've got to think that it's healing for the other residents too, and for the community, because this is just an awful, senseless thing that has happened, and it's heartbreaking.
On Thursday afternoon, police say Bob Breck, an 80-year-old resident of Smith Tower, opened fire in the lobby. 75-year-old Dean Tunstall was killed in what investigators think was the result of an ongoing feud and rumors. But Tunstall's family and friends say the Dean they knew was supportive and loving, and a grandfather.
I heard that he had poked fun at people. He didn't poke fun at people, he poked fun at himself. And he had fun with everybody, and he was a funny guy. He's a great guy. We'll miss him.
Also at the vigil was family of the two women hurt in the shooting, including a caregiver and fellow resident 77-year-old Enilia Montoya, who goes by Nellie. She's still in the hospital, but her family says she is improving.
Nellie wishes she could be here, but unfortunately she is still recovering from her injuries. She is saddened by the tragedy and the loss of her friend Dean.
The apartment administrator also shined a light of praise on what's otherwise been a dark week.
I really want to thank our first responders. They were here within seconds of the first phone call hitting 911.
There's still no doubt a long road to go for things to feel normal around here again. Many are still struggling to know why the guy with the gun was someone they knew.
I see them all as good people. Bob was a great, sweet neighbor, always treated me with respect. And I would have never dreamed in a million years that he was capable of something like that.
And Bonnie, that caregiver has already been released from the hospital tonight. The woman who lives here, Nellie, she's asking for prayers and support according to her family. Meanwhile, the suspect Breck is due back in court next week. Reporting in Vancouver tonight, Tyler Dumont, Fox 12 Oregon.